So, okay, you joined us from Coldwell Banker, and how long were you there?
I actually brought Coldwell Banker to Troy. So
Wow.
we started with like, 7 agents maybe, which 2 or 3 or 4 were my team then also. And now they're probably about 50 strong over there. So I left Coldwell Banker, um, which was huge,
Yeah.
huge, because I was like a spoiled princess.
Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit, but yes. Pam, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for doing this and being able to hop on.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I know I shared this with you, but we use you as an example all across the country. And so I'm like, okay, I think this would be really good for people to actually hear from you instead of hearing it from me.
Sure, sure. I'm happy to share.
Awesome. Okay, so let's start by why don't you kind of tell me a little bit about your business, how long you've been in the business, and then kind of
Okay.
where you came from, and then your production and all that stuff.
Okay, well, it tells how old I am, but I've been in, so true. I've been in the business since 1984,
Wow.
so experienced for sure. My production level, usually I do between about 18 to 25 million a year. So I sell between about 60 to, I think my largest year was 110 units.
Right.
We're kind of a small area. We're Miami County, so that's big for us. Probably the next competitors usually been about at the 8 to 10 million. So we do a lot of business. I have a team. I have 3 buyers agents currently with me.
That's
My team kind of has responsibilities. So my one agent is also the transaction coordinator on my team. I, of course, pay her per sale. And
mhm.
so, but she takes everything from the contract on and helps me get it to closing.
Per
I'm still
transaction.
the agent in charge, though, of inspections and appraisal issues. She just pretty much is the paperwork.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have Molly, and Molly is like the listing coordinator. And so she helps me get the data on the homes and measurements on the homes. We usually go meet there with either the stager or the photographer so that we make sure we have everything ready. And then Evan, which is a new buyer's agent on my team, he really dives in with one of the contractors that I represent because he actually works for that contractor. So he's new construction.
Yeah, and I think he's doing a great job, isn't he? From what I mean,
Well,
he,
yeah, for Frank's homes that we have going up, and
yeah,
yes, yeah, they're it's a good team. It's taken me many years, many trial and errors with teams,
yeah,
and I
you're not
finally have
alone.
a good team, and I know what it takes to pay them, how to keep them to stay, things like that.
Yeah.
So that's been good.
So, okay, you joined us from Coldwell Banker, and how long were you there?
I actually brought Coldwell Banker to Troy, and that was probably, gosh, I want to say they've been there about 12 years now. So
Wow.
we started with like, 7 agents maybe, which 2 or 3 or 4 were my team then also. And now they're probably about 50 strong over there. So I left Coldwell Banker, which was huge,
Yeah.
huge, because I was like a spoiled princess.
Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit, but yes. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So, but I was excited. It's like a new chapter in my life. I have absolutely loved recruiting. I'm kind of like a natural recruiter. So that's been a good thing for me, but it takes the experience and the production and the respect in
Yeah.
the community to actually be able to recruit. And I always said when I got into this business that I did not want to be the agent that other agents did not want to call. I
Yeah.
want to be the agents that they love calling and doing work with because you're kind to everyone.
Yeah.
So that's always been my motto, and I do think that's been some of the reason I've been successful with having agents come with me because I've always treated all of them good, and I'm here to help them. So it's kind of like a new chapter.
Mhm.
Like I still definitely want to keep my production up there at the 20 million a year.
Yep.
But I'm really loving recruiting, having my own office, training these agents. It's been very rewarding helping them and go out on some listings and help. I mean, I help them a lot, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm really enjoying that. And I've been able to,
Yeah.
because of because of the way the spring market has been, I
Mhm.
have been able to actually really be very hands-on with my agents. I give little training groups and how to go out and price your house and list your house and how to talk at an open house, things like that.
Yeah, I
And
love that
so,
I'm a member of your closed office Facebook group and you're always putting the best stuff in there for them. I'm like, oh, that is so good.
yeah, and they love it. And it's not like an intense training, because I'm a learner from
Yeah.
um, small little segments. Tell me how you do this, and then I will learn from that.
Yeah.
And so that's what my classes are. Like, we'll have an hour class, and it will be super hands-on with all my agents' questions on how to listing presentation. And I'm not the only way. We have very experienced agents in this office. So
Yeah.
I think one thing I love the most about this Keller Williams office here in Troy is we are all so willing to share all of our ideas and help each other grow, because
Yeah.
we want to take over Miami County.
Yeah.
And the only reason we're going to do that is to help each other.
Yep. Yep. So, okay. I love that. Okay. So I did have a few questions. So and you said spoiled princess, and that makes me laugh so hard. So it was a big, I'm right there with you. It was a big change and commitment to actually leave Coldwell Banker and do something like this, especially with the volume that you do in your own real estate business. So what was it that ultimately had you that caused you to make that switch and make the transition and the commitment?
To be real honest, it was that I've always wanted to be like part owner of a company, a real estate company. And when Linda McKissick offered that to me in this area, I mean, it was still a super hard decision to do, though, because, everything was pretty much handed to me there. But I just wanted to see if I could do it and help these agents grow. And I think Keller Williams for our county is the happy medium for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that it's been really needed here. You have the companies that take all of your commission but hand you everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
we call that a very dependent company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have that, which a lot of people go to because they do make it very easy to do business.
Yeah.
And then we have the ultra other end, where you go in and you absolutely have no help. So I am definitely making this Keller Williams here in Miami County the medium where you're going to keep and retain your commissions, but you're going to also get some hands-on training on how to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so actually when Linda very first started talking with you, and then then the reason we love to use you as an example is because you were kind of really the first one that our whole team really came in and said, okay, we're going to make this a success no matter what it takes. So let's figure out how to be all in for Pam. But so Gary really opened the doors for us and said, okay, here's a new model that we'll allow you to do with either a small independent brokerage or a top icon like yourself in the industry to go actually take on an additional kind of space and run that.
Right.
And so why was that appealing to you to actually have your own physical location and be able to have agents there in that area?
I don't know why it was so important to me. I just really, really respected Linda, and she just sold me. What can I say? She sold me. The salesperson was sold. She's good at that. So, but I just love being with her. And then I don't know. I found it exciting. I'm always up for a challenge. I wanted to see if I could do it. And as soon as I started talking to some of the younger agents in town, kind of getting my feelers out there, seeing if I felt this was needed, I got such a great response. I thought, this is so wonderful. I just want to be able to open this up, help these agents grow. I'm trying to get them to all double their business this year. Yep. So I don't know. I found it exciting, and I'm up for the challenge to do so.
Did you have any internal struggles like, gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, or here's the things where I think personally I would struggle with?
I mean, I had some fears, like, what if I don't recruit? What if people don't want to come with me? Everything was so handed to me. I'm going to have to actually buckle down and learn something. But I'm getting there. So those kind of things were more the struggle. I was not really concerned about whether or not my clientele would stay with me, because typically, they do. I'm the brand for my clients. So I wasn't real concerned about that type of stuff. But it was more the concern of, here I am opening up a big business here. It was a big commitment. But those fears, I just, Linda sold me. She said,
well,
where are you going to be in 5 years? And so I thought, I'm just going to do it.
Well, you actually, Linda has taught us all this model called the 4 C's. And it's basically where you start with making a big, scary commitment, and then you get the courage, and then you start to get the credentials, then you get the confidence, and you're like, But first you take on that big commitment. And
she used all that on me.
You're a living example of that, because that's what you did. And I actually can remember talking to you, and you actually said, I don't know about the recruiting side of things, but actually that's turned out really well for you.
Well, I mean, I didn't know all of the Keller Williams, here's how do you recruit and here's what to say. I just got agents that I knew I would like to have and that I could help. And it became fairly easy to do because they all want what I want for them. So that's been great. That's been great.
How many do you have now in that location?
We're up to about 15 already, which is amazing for like a couple months.
I know. We laughed and said, you're going to outgrow that space as soon as you just got in there.
For sure. But that's a good problem.
So, okay, we would be naive to say that everything is 100% smooth and runs perfectly. So if someone else were thinking like, man, okay, if I were really going to think about doing this, what were a couple of like the hurdles or the biggest challenges for you? If we're just
technology, 100% marketing. We had a marketing director. So, I mean, we had everything was pretty much, I had my own. They have a marketing director, and then off of that little director, they have like minion people that they send into the offices, and they worked with their top agents. So I had people doing my highlight sheets, doing my social posts, doing my flyers. I really didn't do anything other than go out and list and sell real estate. So that's been the biggest hurdle for me. Finding time to design postcards. I'm not a graphic artist, and that type of stuff was super difficult. So I took Linda's advice again, and if you can't do it, find somebody that can. So I've hired a secretary, and she's been working with Shannon, and I've got another marketing guy that is helping us with presentation booklets, and I just went out and found people. So, I'm starting to do some vlogs.
I love that. Because you didn't do it. Did you do videos before?
No. I thought it was pretty rough, but I'm getting there.
You sent that first one, I was like, man, she is good. That
was the first one ever. I did one horrible video one other time on a house, but really that was the first time. And I'm like, oh my God, I think I said okay 50 times. Okay.
Nobody will notice. You notice more about it than what other people will notice for it. But I thought that was great, because really that's the way of, especially.
We're going to do a weekly vlog, and I'm going to take it live and answer questions. And I'm just trying to bring people to Keller Williams of Miami County, and not even just me, because I'm trying to incorporate team talk. Like if you're not experienced, be with an agent or people that are experienced to help you. So I'm trying to do that kind of stuff because I'm in a different role now. I'm not just out there to promote Pam. I want to promote my office. So I'm learning different wordage.
Actually, this wasn't one of the questions that we talked about before, but I would love to know, how are you balancing it with your team and your large real estate business and the office too?
Like I said, it's been great so far because we haven't been in your typical spring market. This would have been way tougher because usually I'm listing 4 and 5 houses a week right now. And we are not. So, but it has actually let me really be hands-on with helping my agents go out and get those listings. And I will never stop that. I will probably just have to put more hours in when that happens. And that's fine. Well,
we've had so many people talking about, or saying to us, man, like this is something that I've always would love to do, or it's something that I'm thinking about doing, but my business, I just can't do it with my business. And then now it's crazy because it's kind of like this could be a big opportunity that actually has come out of COVID-19, because it's given us more time to be able for people to make some changes and make some moves when maybe before they wouldn't have.
Oh, absolutely. If I didn't have this downtime, I wouldn't be vlogging or blogging or learning design, or I would have never ever taken on all the extra steps I'm taking for my marketing. So I'm doing a lot of different innovative things. I'm going out today and taking recordings on all of my listings and posting them.
Oh, good.
Right off my iPhone. So I would have never really done any of this because my business has always been there.
Yeah.
And so now I have time and I'm going out there and I'm doing it, like I said, for my office instead of just me. Yeah. So it's been great. It's given me a lot of thinking time on how to revamp myself and my office.
Yeah, well, it's Gary says that the worst mistake that a top agent can do right now is continue doing business like they always did and put their head in the sand. I mean, we all are. Yeah. We have to figure out a new way of doing things.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm doing it. And I'm encouraging my agents to do it all also. So I still haven't posted that vlog yet to my page because I'm too scared.
You've got to just do it. Just do it. It's perfect. Everybody will love it.
Well, I might get up the nerve. Vlog number 2 is going to be better.
You have to start somewhere. That's the thing. We always tell people, and so many people say now, if you're not comfortable in video, you might as well get out of the business. Go find another career, because
I have got to get more comfortable, but I'm just doing it. But I've had very good response from the people that have seen it, though. They've liked it. So yeah, I'm vlogging.
I love it. I'm so proud. I love that. It makes me so happy. Okay, last question really quickly. What's been the most rewarding thing about doing this whole thing? And what advice would you give to somebody else who's thinking about it?
There's so many rewards. I absolutely say, if you're thinking about it, just do it. Yeah. I couldn't have done this at a worse time. I mean, I opened the doors and 4 weeks later, we had a pandemic. And I never let that really stop me. We just jumped onto all these different things to learn, but I love it. I love being responsible for these people and the hands-on, and I love the Keller Williams brand, and I'm starting to see more and more where all the stuff I said, oh my gosh, they don't, they have it all. I just got to learn how to do it and calm down because I'm not a very patient person. Yeah. And but most type A's aren't, right?
Right. I was getting ready to say you're not alone.
Yeah. So I'm getting there. So, but yeah, I do love it. And I would say do it.
Yeah. Well, we love being in business with you. We're so glad that you were like our first big one, because it's just been so fun to be able to do it with you.
I love all you guys, and we definitely have to meet face to face sometime.
I know. I said I can't wait till all this is done so we can actually get back to like hugging and seeing in person and going and doing things. But
right?
I know. I laughed so hard. I'm like, we've gotten so creative with your stuff, like that we change people's shirt colors.
We have been desperate. Yeah.
We have been. It's so funny for the people that don't understand what it's like to do stuff in a frenzy. We're like, okay, but everybody's shirts were blue. We got to change everybody's shirts to red. We don't have time for new headshots. So let's Photoshop.
We didn't have time. We had to open up and be done. I don't want to, you know what? We're already number 2 company in 6 weeks.
In Troy?
In Miami County.
Wow.
So we are.
Damn, that's incredible.
We will definitely take over. And half of the number 1's production was half of my agent's production, because we left there.
Yeah, so actually, I will tell you really quickly, I have experience in doing this in one of my offices in Kentucky, and sometimes the lag of like letting stuff close at the other office, and then once everybody's transactions that were pending there officially close out, and then they all start to be with your office, you'll start to see it shoot up.
Oh, yes.
That's incredible.
We agree, and we're pretty excited about that. The minute we hit number 1, it's going everywhere. And
we still have to have do your big grand opening party too.
I know. I'm excited. I think I'm going to try for mid-June.
Everything
will be up and running by then, and everybody can not social distance. So yeah.
Yeah. So, I love it. Well, thanks so much for doing this. We love being in business with you.
Same here, Dana. It's so nice talking to you in person.
You too.
Okay.